doubted his sudden wakefulness. Charlotte did not argue with the guy, taking his words on faith and showing understanding, leaving the moment without any questions. The guy looked very excited, sitting in class. His emotions were seething, filling the air with an atmosphere of mystery and expectation, as if something unusual was happening in his inner world. It doesn't matter where it comes from and doesn't know from whom, but it's definitely next, as if a mysterious turn of fate is already rushing forward, bringing with it unknown variables. Walking through the forest, the main character felt that he was being followed, as if they were following his tracks, as if an invisible eye was secretly watching his every step. He decided to try something right there, creating a mysterious moment where the protagonist's decisions and actions begin to influence the course of events, shrouding everything in an atmosphere of unpredictability. Ancient hieroglyphs had to be written around him, as if he had become a participant in an ancient secret, the deciphering of which could change his fate and the course of events. He drew a magic circle, embodying ancient knowledge and power in action, as if calling upon the mystical forces hidden in mysterious geometry. The magic circle could create a barrier, and this is exactly what Rui wanted to do, magically separating his world from outside influences and keeping his travels secret. Taki was able to catch someone. He felt success, as if his magic circle had worked, creating an invisible net that caught the mysterious pursuer. Rui began to build a cage around himself, as if creating a magical amulet that would protect him from mysterious threats and enable him to unravel the mysteries of his own world. To his surprise, he saw Iris standing in front of him inside a magical cage, as if her appearance was part of a mysterious plan that he could not predict. He could not understand where she had come from and why exactly she was inside his magical cage, as if the mystery of her presence was to be solved along with the secrets of his own fate. The main character wondered if she was going to catch him, sensing questions and doubts that cast a shadow of uncertainty over their meeting in the magical world. But he did not want to fight with her at all, revealing to her his true intentions and desire to solve the mysteries of their meeting together. Iris saw no point in answering the guy, creating a moment of confusion and mystery, as if her silence was part of a complex puzzle. She wanted to take revenge on him for her master, filling the air around her with tension and determination to change the course of events in her favor. After which she began to attack her classmate, showing determination and strength, as if she had become an unrelenting defender of her master in this magical battle. Well, it is an honorable thing that Rui will not allow himself to be easily offended and began to defend himself, showing endurance and determination to stand in defense of his essence in this unusual battle. The girl used a technique called bloodshed, embodying magical power and extraordinary energy, as if her attack came from ancient times and was aimed at unleashing mysterious forces. And it really worked, and the main character lay right under the tree nearby, submitting to the power of the bloodshed technique, as if his resistance had been defeated by extraordinary strength. Now she had avenged her master, her attack leading to victory, creating a moment of satisfaction and triumph behind the rapturous magical battle. Rui, on the contrary, began to smile and said that his arm still hurt, bringing a touch of irony and playfulness to the situation, as if despite the defeat he had not lost his sense of humor. Iris could not understand how the guy could stand up, creating a new moment of mystery in this unusual story, as if he had a power that defied ordinary understanding. This time she was serious about finishing the guy off and used the bloody scythe, unleashing a new magic move with deadly energy, as if her determination was undeniable. Her gaze was confident and calm, as if at that moment her entire being was filled with determination and indifference, creating the image of a fearless warrior in this magical confrontation. In a split second, she began to attack her opponent, channeling her determination into magical movements, as if at that moment time had slowed down, leaving only the tense air around them. Easily dodging the attack, Rui danced among the glowing shards like a virtuoso, creating a whirlwind of emotion and brilliance that remained in the memory long after this incredible moment. Noticing Rui's deft movements, Mistress Iris caught something unique in them. It is not surprising that she wanted to study this guy in more detail because his grace was so attractive. Rui, like the wind, easily dodged the attack, noticing how Mistress Iris was watching him with curiosity, and slowing down the girl's steps, politely asked to explain who was at the origins of her charm and power, revealing the mystery that attracted his attention. Erupting in rage, she realized that the guy, by not recognizing her, had become the source of her disappointment, and the fire of rejection flared in her eyes. Developing further, it turned out that her mistress, who became the object of Rui's attention, turned out to be not just a woman, but a queen of demons, the embodiment of mysterious power and indomitable beauty in the world of magic. Upon hearing that her mistress was a demon queen, Rui was momentarily in a state of slight shock, shaking in surprise at the magnificent secret that had just been revealed. Rui realized that his sister, who seemed ordinary in everyday life, had suddenly taken on a mysterious complexion by becoming a demon queen, a revelation that only intensified his emotional turmoil. Iris, meeting Rui's gaze, unexpectedly declared that she felt energy from him comparable to the power of the queen, which once again excited the imagination, and created a new layer of mystery in their meeting. Yes, there was truth in these words, because after living for 300 years with Alice, a piece of her strength and soul penetrated into Rui, leaving something in him that survived time and retained its mysterious essence. Having discovered that his magical power truly surpasses that of a human, Rui realized that something incomprehensible flows in his veins, belonging to another, higher reality. She continued, promising to transfer only a tiny part of her power to Rui, leaving this event in such a way that it remained unnoticed and unknown to ordinary people. With a smile, Iris warned that Rui has the ability to deceive others, emphasizing that his art of stealth and disguise will impress those who meet him. However, she emphasized that despite his skill in deception, she, as the mistress and queen of demons, does not fall for such tricks, remaining inaccessible to any tricks. Revealing that her magical eye had the unique ability to see magical energy, its shape and color, Iris added a new dimension to their exploration of the mysterious aspects of magic that surrounded them. There was more to Rui's gaze than just the Demon King's magical energy. She noticed in him an unknown force that could influence the deepest realities and secret currents of the universe. For the first time, she herself did not notice it, but on the day of the exams, when magic was the most important, she felt that there was something outstanding and mysterious in Ruya. While keeping a close eye on him during his exams, she noticed how adept he was at wielding black magic, revealing the darker aspects of his inner world, which added to the mystery of his personality. Then Rui, feeling her gaze, suddenly realized at what point he had used black magic, and this inner guess filled him with mixed feelings of discovery and self-knowledge. Stunned by the flow of new information and inner discoveries, Rui felt a slight shock, realizing that his world was filled with riddles and secrets that could hardly be revealed. He was lost in questions about who Iris was, who turned out to be the mistress and queen of demons, with so many mysterious and hidden abilities that each answer brought only new mysteries. Having decided to reveal her secret to the guy, Iris was ready to meet him and tell him who she really was, opening the door to new pages of their interaction. Iris revealed that she was one of the great Demon Queen's subjects and a vampire, revealing her true nature that had been hidden from view for so many vampires. Rui was undoubtedly shocked by this unexpected news, and his emotions fluctuated between surprise, respect, and slight anxiety in the face of the secrets and magic that surrounded this mysterious vampire. The main character, experiencing a mixture of feelings, dared to find out if this girl was the same vampire that he, perhaps, had always been looking for in his soul and in the world of secrets. Iris said that due to the small number of their relatives, they are on the verge of extermination, inspiring the main character that standing before him is not only a mysterious vampire, but also a protector of her people, fighting for survival. Having unraveled the plan of fate, Iris said that their family was saved from extermination by the guy's sister, who remained faithful to her past and her people, which added even more mystery and nobility in her eyes. As he studied these new details, the protagonist came into increasing shock as he comprehended the depths of mystery and connections that intertwined around him, creating a web of mysterious relationships and debts. Realizing that Alice, his sister, was in hell, the main character realized that her search became an even more difficult task because hell was a dark and inaccessible reality. Iris finally discovered a guy in the capital, a man with magical powers comparable to the Demon King, which added new nuances to their meeting and relationship. Thus, this implies that the guy who has the magical power of the Demon King is actually her real enemy, and reveals a new level of complexity in their relationship. Iris began to explain that there are only two ways to take over the magical power of another. The first is to gradually take it away over a long time, but this method is not suitable for him due to his short life. Rui naturally did not agree with this because his life was extremely long, and such a slow method was not an attractive option for him. Iris claimed that his power came from the act he committed of murdering Alice, which became the source of his magical power, which left him with mixed feelings of guilt and shock. Doubting the veracity of his words, the girl could not believe her boyfriend, because the idea that he received his magical power from Alice's death seemed something incredible to her. She decided that there was no point in asking him any more questions, since his answers caused final irritation and disappointment, leaving her in a state of dissatisfaction and misunderstanding. The readiness to tear him to pieces on the spot took possession of her, and sparks of indignation flickered in her eyes, muted by rage at the perceived betrayal and riddles that kindled a dark flame within her. Iris, using the Supreme Cross blood spear, the embodiment of her might, prepared for an act of vengeance aimed at the border between light and darkness, emphasizing her determination and skill in battle. The guy did not show much nervousness, as he believed in his strength and confidence that he could overcome all difficulties and win the upcoming fight. To ensure his protection, he activated the Satanic Ray, the embodiment of dark forces, ready to answer the challenge and take his side in the fight against the powerful Iris. In the blink of an eye, the bloody spear disappeared as if it had never existed, emphasizing the fickleness of magic and the unpredictability of the outcome of this unusual battle. The girl refused to believe in his real power, since the idea of his strength was distorted in the eyes of her perplexed mind, unable to comprehend such magical greatness. From that moment on, she fell to her knees, facing invincibility and shock, opening a new chapter in her understanding of the magic and power that stood before her. Iris, overcoming her own bewilderment, could not fully unravel the mystery of who he really was, remaining in the dark as to the true nature of his power and essence. The main character began to explain that he was the same as the girl, striving to save her queen, which clarified his true motives and clarified the paradoxes of their meeting in the world of magic and mysteries. Both, having finished the storm of clashes and conversations, sat down on a snag in the forest, surrounded by silence, which seemed to slowly restore balance in their relationship. The girl could not accept into her reality the truth that her queen was really alive, and this fact, like a magical blow, deserved comprehension and internal acceptance. Ready to answer for her actions, she was willing to accept whatever punishment was in store for her actions, offering her loyalty and repentance to her queen. Instead of suggesting punishment, he suggested they work together to save his sister, which reflected his willingness to cooperate and showed that he had a place in his heart for leniency. To console her, he promised that the issue of punishment would be resolved after they worked together to save his sister, striving to find a balance between justice and mercy. Realizing that revealing the lives of both kings could lead to war, they realized that they needed to be extremely careful and tactful to avoid additional difficulties and conflicts in a world where politics and forces could throw everything into chaos. At this point, the protagonist realized that revealing this information would make it difficult to seek help from anyone else, as it would raise questions about wandering and loyalty in the face of potential conflict. However, this did not mean that everyone around them would automatically become enemies. There were those who could understand the difficult circumstances and remain neutral in this situation. As it turned out, all this time they were being watched by other vampires from afar, which created additional layers of intrigue and uncertainty in their already established history. A man named Bruno appeared in front of the couple, suddenly intervening in their destinies and introducing new elements into an already confusing scenario. Bruno revealed that even after 300 years, the Demon King remains the only master for this couple, instilling in them that the bonds of the past cannot be easily broken. The man wasted no time and immediately asked the guy to make them his subjects, presenting difficult choices and trials in front of them. Bruno admitted that before this, they did not have the slightest clue, but after 300 long years, they finally met the bridge to the Demon King, creating a new twist in the plot of their lives. Bruno revealed to them that Rui was their last hope, like the key to unraveling the mysteries and to their survival in a complex game of power and magic. To the surprise of everyone, the guy easily agreed to their proposal, as if the confidence had awakened within him that this path would lead to new discoveries and opportunities. Iris, feeling responsible for the noise of her companions, asked the guy for forgiveness, trying to maintain calm and resolve the misunderstanding that arose due to their sudden appearance. She explained that all her partners were simply extremely happy, having somehow lost control, and having an unexpected effect on those around them. The main character was also glad that he had more friends, and in this whirlwind of events, he found some joy and support in his journey. The girl sincerely admitted that she hoped to continue working with the guy, expressing her readiness to cooperate and develop their relationship. After all the incidents, the guy decided to take a little rest, giving himself the opportunity to think about what happened and look at the future from a new perspective. Rui, who remembered in a dream that his room smelled very tasty, woke up with a feeling of mystery that approached him again. When he finally realized that there was someone else in the room instead of him, he fell into a slight shock, not expecting such a turn of events, which added a new element of mystery to his adventure. In front of him, he saw a girl standing and cooking, creating an atmosphere of warmth and comfort in the room, which left him in amazement and an incredible sense of surprise. On the edge of a spring morning, when the rays of the sun gently hugged the earth, Iris greeted a mysterious guy, whose gaze was so deep that words seemed unnecessary in their invisible conversation. With a look full of tenderness, Iris told the guy about her culinary plans, promising him breakfast, like a magical symphony of flavors, and asked him to wait, leading him into a world of waiting. The main character was curious what Iris was doing in his room, creating a mysterious atmosphere filled with whispers of mysterious secrets and magic that he did not yet know about. Rui is left waiting for an explanation of how the magical girl Iris entered his world, like a mysterious star falling from the heavens to illuminate the path to unexpected enchantments. Iris, with a slight smile, explained that she was destined to be his assistant, as if fate had long ago decided that their paths would intertwine to create a unique saga in their common life. Iris handed him her creation on a plate, like a gift, and warmly admitted that she had put not only skill into this breakfast, but also all her love. Eyes on the table, Iris's breakfast truly looks delicious. The bright colors, delicious aroma, and rich variety of dishes creating the promise of a magical morning feast. The main character, enjoying a magnificent breakfast, sincerely thanked Iris for this banquet, in which every taste, like a note of a melody, sounded juicy and memorable. When he finally decided to try something with his own hands, the main character realized how delicious he could cook, weaving a piece of his inner warmth into each culinary masterpiece. In the atmosphere of the class, the girl decided to reintroduce herself, as if revealing her story in new shades, creating a mysterious excitement among her classmates. This time she introduced herself as Ruyu, risen and whole again, as if gently mended by the magic of time and fate, ready to weave new stories with their class. Of course, everyone in the class was amazed by this unexpected news, and a look of amazement flashed in their eyes, as if opening a new chapter of the mysterious journey with Ruyu. And so, among the surprised glances, Charlotte stood out with her displeasure, as if disharmony caused by the unexpected turn of events in the class sounded in her heart. With her appearance and facial expression, Charlotte literally conveyed to everyone that she was deeply unhappy with this situation, as if her inner rebellion was broadcast to the entire class. Charlotte, with a look of demanding urgency, demanded an immediate explanation from her boyfriend, as if demanding clarity in the foggy web of mysterious events unfolding in their class. In a whirlwind of excitement and uncertainty, Iris intervened for some unknown reason, deciding to hug the guy, as if eclipsing the moment and breaking the tension that had engulfed the class. Rui